congratulations on your nomination for the
Thank
2025
you. It's actually
Camplify Owner
really exciting.
Awards. How did you first hear about Camplify, and what sort of inspired you to list your RVs?
Yeah, so I saw it on the internet, and probably like everyone else, I was like, "Oh, I'd never do that. I'd never
Yeah.
harm my pride and joy."
Mm-hmm.
But I had actually bought another van, and I couldn't get rid of my old one because it was so sentimental. I'd spent 2.5 years traveling around Australia in it. So when I got my new van, I was like, "Well, what am I going to do?" So I started hiring it out, and it was quite fortuitous because that was in October 2020.
Oh,
I lost my job.
really?
Was made redundant during COVID, as a lot of people were. So I ended
Mm-hmm.
up with two caravans, and I went, "I'm just going to start a business." So I sold a house and bought another couple of caravans and went, "I'm doing this. I'm all in." And
Really?
so, yeah. So
Wow.
from starting with one van, I just went, I'm doing it. So yeah, now we've got 9, soon to have 10.
And have you gone
So
back to work, or are you just doing this full time?
yeah, no, this is my full-time gig. And we're only in where I am in country New South Wales. We've only got 8,000 residents. So we've got a
Right.
very small population. And when you look at other fleet sizes and their demographic of where they live, we're very unique. We're really
Yeah.
unique. So the whole community has been incredible. All of the caravan parks use me. We have the Denny Ute Muster, so I provide caravans for artists as well. So it's a
Cool. Anyone
really
famous?
no,
No?
no, unfortunately.
No big names, or you're not allowed to tell us?
No big names that I know of.
Okay.
The Ute Muster people hire them out. They get them all for the guests. So I actually don't
Right.
know who stays in them.
Okay. But potentially some big names.
Potentially Keith Urban. Yeah, absolutely.
Potentially Keith Urban.
Well, Keith's been to town a few times, so
Hopefully he signed the fridge or something
yeah,
secretly for.
yeah, yeah.
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 Nice. So actually, that sort of leads me to, what sort of RVs, like, listings do you have, and what is your specialty, and what makes that special to your business?
Yeah, I think this is, I'm a bit different. I'm a bit unique because we are in the country.
Yeah.
We're sort of the only one for about 300 kilometres. We're about 3.5, 4 hours from Melbourne. So we really don't have much competition per se. That said, that means I have to kind of cater for everyone.
Yeah.
So we've got everything from a teardrop camper through to a motorhome, through to my original RV. I call her Betsy. She's super compact, lightweight, only 1.7 ton, through to a 30-foot massive, luxurious, very luxurious apartment on wheels. So
Which is
we
your
have,
which is your favorite? I know it's like asking which your favorite child is, but which which is your
this is
favorite?
so hard. I would say Betsy, my first one.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, we've just shared so many memories. Yeah, I mean, we ended up, at the end of my trip, I ended up working for Maggie Beer in the Barossa for 6 months and living in my caravan. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's had a
Mate, these are some
pretty
big
amazing time.
names. Some big
Yeah,
names we're
I
dropping
know.
here.
I didn't even mean to like drop them. Yeah.
Please drop them. That's cool.
Yeah, but that's why my Betsy girl, my first caravan ever,
Hmm.
she's just reliable, and she has brought me so much joy, and I love sharing that joy with my guests.
What? That's awesome. What sort of caravan is Betsy?
So she's a 17-foot A van, single axle. She's a hardtop, not one of those
Yeah.
triangle ones.
Yeah.
Still got a full on suite, small compact kitchen. Yeah, she's just really easy to tow. She's
Yeah.
actually I've just been getting her ready because she's going out tomorrow.
How good.
Yeah,
How good.
yeah.
Just in time for summer. Hey, that's so great. I know that you've probably done, how many, do you know how many hires you reckon you've done over the
Have to
past
be at 400. It'd have to be 400 or more.
400? Jeez, that is a
Yeah, it
lot
has
of
to be about
hires.
400 or yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which again, considering we're such a small community in Denny,
Yeah.
in Deniliquin, it's fantastic.
So in those 400 hires, you must have had some pretty funny stories. Is there anything that won't get you in
Yes.
trouble that you can share with us?
Yes, I can. I love
Yeah.
this story so much. I
Okay.
use it all the time. Two stories. One was a mechanic down in Barham. I won't mention names,
No,
but
no.
we took the caravan down. He came up to inspect it. So he came up to inspect the van to make sure it was all mechanically sound, and I welcome people doing that. I love
Yeah.
it. So he was under the caravan and he looked at everything. Anyway, they took it and they were going for 3 months. And on the first night, he kept ringing me saying, "I can't get the hot water to work." I'm like, "Well, that's really weird. You've done everything yet?" He said, "I can get it to work in the kitchen and in the bathroom but not in the shower. Well, that's like impossible.
That is
Couldn't work
impossible.
it out. Yeah. Anyway, at 10 o'clock at night, he rang me back. He had it turned to cold instead of hot.
Did he?
So that was,
And he told you he was a mechanic. He told you he was a mechanic.
and then another one, I've got gas safety valves on my gas bottles.
Yeah.
And I've had a few plumbers, I'd say to them, you have to push it down, otherwise the gas won't work. I've had 3 plumbers ring me, go, I can't get this gas to work. I go, have you pushed the safety valve down? So we have lots of those.
That's actually quite funny because I reckon I've had about 4 or 5 coppers hire my vehicles. I don't know why, but more than 50% have received a speeding fine.
That is hilarious. Well,
It is hilarious.
my husband's the sheriff. So
Really?
I actually have, there's quite a few coppers in town who have left the police force.
Yeah.
One in particular was highway patrol, and he started helping me out with the business running caravans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. It's just quite funny because it's like, yeah, people outside of their jobs. I won't go any
Yeah.
further, but yeah, you get it.
No, that's
Um,
exactly right.
would you mind telling us what you think maybe is the biggest benefit of being part of a community like Camplify as opposed to just sort of going out on your own?
Yeah, 100%. For me, it's knowing that there's backup and support and I can ask any question. Where I am, it's quite isolated. We don't have a caravan repair shop or anything like that here in Deniliquin. So I rely on the community a bit. Even I think it was yesterday, the club Camplify. I know it's there. I know we've got member benefits. Do you think I could find it on the dashboard? So it's just as easy to jump onto the community group chat. I go, hey guys, I know this is a me error, but where do I find this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Silly things like that. But also when I started, I was really, really nervous and wasn't sure whether what I was doing was right. So putting that out to the community and getting feedback and also recognizing too that there's no one way of doing things and you really are running your own business. And when you get lots of different feedback, it allows you to actually tailor your product offering.
Yeah.
And quite often you think of, or, you presented with something you hadn't even thought of. And you go, that's a really good idea. So with permission, you rip it off from other,
Yeah.
there's so many, I've had, I guess, and as I was saying earlier, my relationship with the group has changed over the years.
Yeah.
I've gone from being that new one asking all the questions to now I've spent hours on the phone to other
Yeah.
new owners.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
cool.
They'll
Yeah.
DM me from the Camplify group chat and go, "Can I call you?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So
And
I've spent
that's
countless
why you've been.
hours, but I love it. And even when we do, so for example, the Man from Snowy River event last year, we had 3 vans over there. I met some other owners. One was a young lady. She's probably 2.5 hours away. So we swapped phone numbers, and she calls me for questions. So it's I'm able to give back now.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you've been nominated. All this community work you've been doing. So
But it's wonderful too. I think a lot of people there's 2 questions I get asked. Is it really worthwhile? And I say, it's not passive. You have to work it. But if you love bringing joy and offering your knowledge to others, then it's absolutely worth it. And the other question I get asked is, can you actually make money out of it? So when I explain to people that I started with 1 van, I'm now about to buy my 10th, that's a story. They go, but hang on a sec, do you own them all? I go, yeah, I own them all outright. I pay cash. Uh, because I sold a house,
yeah.
I committed,
Yeah.
but also I invest back into my business and I invest back into my vans.
Hmm.
And that's how I've been able to build and grow. And still, I say to people all the time, it's a part-time job because then I'll go away for 3 months of the year.
Nice.
I work I don't even work full time.
Yeah.
When we're on, Denny Ute Muster, for example, we're working hard. But there's a lot of perks to that as well. You're meeting beautiful people, you're seeing entertainers,
Yeah.
and you're providing an experience.
So
Yeah.
do you go there as well with all the people with the vans and hang out, or do they pick them up from you and take them there?
Hubby has been volunteering at the Ute Muster
Yeah.
for, gosh, 20 years because we're both rural fire support, fire service volunteers as well. So we give back to the
Yeah.
community.
So you go, oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
In your experience, for any like new owners who are wanting to really sort of stand out on the platform, are there any, because you've probably got a bit of experience and also you're putting your 10th on, so something must be working for you. Any tips you've got for them so they can sort
Yeah.
of get started?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that, and certainly from the community group as well, I think a lot of people, and I could be wrong, put their caravan onto the platform and expect Camplify to market their van. Camplify is there as a platform to market everyone's van and the product. So Camplify is there to draw attention to the platform. It's up to us as owners to do our own marketing as well. So the key thing that I say to people is have a look at you. I've got a master's degree in PR and grad cert in marketing. So
Oh, that's not
I go,
fair.
yeah, I know. So I'm always, and this is usually where I'm providing advice to other people. The key thing that I say is have a look at your demographic. You know, who are you marketing to? Are you marketing to families, transient people? You know, who's going to be hiring your van?
Overseas, yeah, like backpackers,
Exactly.
families.
Yeah. And also understand what your competition's doing
Mm,
and do the opposite. Don't do the same. If, for example, your caravan has a unique feature, one of mine has a slide out Dometic kitchen, only one. I bought it because of that reason. But I'm marketing then to off-grid, it's a family van. I'm marketing to off-grid families. So the cover photo is of the barbecue.
yeah. Ah,
That's of
and
the
it works.
outdoor kitchen. Worse.
Yeah.
Worse. Another
Yeah.
one is my big luxurious 30-foot one. It's not so much that it's luxurious. It has got a 55-inch LG OLED 240-volt TV with Bose soundbar. That's what I'm marketing. Oh, yeah, no, it's flash.
Yeah,
It's
the best push
flash.
TV you've ever seen.
Yeah,
Apart from a bonfire.
exactly. It's a couple's van, but it's got 3 TVs in it
Whoa.
because it's got one permanently, they're all permanently mounted, one permanently mounted outside too. So that's what I'm marketing. I'm marketing TV, you know, big 55-inch TV because you know what? Not everyone likes camping. And even in the country, I have so many blokes go, I'm happy in a swag, but Mrs. wants, you know, something more comfortable.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then everyone's
That's
happy.
that's what I'm selling. So when people start Camplify, you're not actually listing a caravan, you're listing an experience.
Yes.
Tap into that and talk about the experience and how you can make that easy for people.
That's such good advice. And I think you're absolutely right. Like people aren't booking the vehicle, they're booking the holiday that they're going on. And the vehicle is sort of it is the
Yes,
vehicle that they're
it
taking
is a
to,
bit.
yeah, to better word,
Yeah,
but to enjoy
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And if someone doesn't like camping and someone likes going fishing, then they can watch the latest episode of Big Brother and
yeah.
and the other person can
That's
be out throwing a line, getting the line wet in the water. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah,
And for this particular van, when hubby and I go away, hubby likes watching all of his cop shows inside on his big LG TV. I
yeah,
sit
yeah.
outside and watch the Tour de France, you know, while we're
No,
camping off grid. You know, and I've got my little pull out fridge there for my wine as well. So yeah, he's inside with the coffee machine.
that's awesome. That's great. Well, it means you both get to enjoy it, and then you both
Exactly.
get to go away together.
And
Thank you.
and then it gives us something to talk about when the TV shows are finished.
When you talk about the TV shows,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, when they're finished, you know, if we've spent time apart, it's good to chat about something.
I feel like an episode of Gogglebox with you two in a caravan would be quite funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Um, obviously you said you've done probably about 400 hires, so you've probably got a little bit of experience in this area. But what do you do to make sure that your vehicle is ready for each hire and that the guests have a really good experience?
Yeah, yeah. Communication, number one. It's all about communication, about building the rapport with people before they even set foot to pick up the caravan. But then the key thing, and in doing that, how I do it is I tailor my offering. So, for example, not everyone wants chairs, tables, TV. Some people want it really stripped back. They've got their own gear. They just want a caravan. They know what they're doing. They just want to go away. That's what they do. But there are other people, newbies, who have no idea, who want everything.
Yes.
So I will then put everything they need in the van. Chairs, tables, TV. If they need Starlink, I've got Starlink. Always find out what their car setup is. I'll always get their itinerary as well and ask them if they've been to that area. I've done 100,000 kilometres on my own around Australia. I'm pretty well versed in the country. So I
Yeah.
provide advice, helping them navigate the correct itinerary, the best itinerary for them as well.
Yeah.
So I work with my guests to provide the information and also, the vehicle that they need and all the gear they need to have the best time possible.
That's cool. So I guess it's kind of a bit of a back to front approach, whereas like I think most people, a lot of people in Campfire think, I list a vehicle, they come to me, they get what I offer them. You're essentially trying to find out what they need, and you customize the experience to what they're actually asking for.
Percent. And there's a really valid reason that I do it, because when I started, probably like most people, I was putting everything in. I was trying to think about every single scenario that could possibly happen and accommodate. Um, and then I had guests saying to me, "I've got my own chairs. I've got my own. I want to use my own pillows." TVs started coming back broken because they weren't getting used, and I thought, I'm approaching this wrong. And when you start tailoring it to your guests, you're building that rapport and experience so that when they turn up, quite often I have guests coming, the first time I've met them, it's hugs. It's
Yeah.
hugs. I've been able to, find out exactly where they're going. I've been able to provide the right adapters and converters for their car to the caravan,
Yeah.
provide them advice on their weights, because that's the big one. I even get tradies call me with questions about caravans. I'm known in Deniliquin as the crazy caravan lady, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Wait, wait,
that
I can see it
customization
now.
goes.
Donna. Donna, nominee for 2025 Fire Awards, the crazy caravan lady.
Yeah. People come to town. So for example, mum and dad, they live 4 hours away. They come to town and they go, "Oh yeah, no, Donna, yeah, we're Donna's parents." And they go, "Oh, the crazy caravan lady. Yeah, yeah, yeah." Yeah. So yeah. So I'm crazy caravan lady and sheriff in Denny.
There you go.
Yeah.
What a title. We need to get
Yeah.
t-shirt for you or something.
Yeah. Well, I've got Donna on my shirt. I should have crazy caravan lady there.
Yeah, you should. You missed an opportunity there. Next round of t-shirts. Yeah. Hey, with the location that you're in, obviously you said you're a bit more rural. Do you give any advice or give away any secret spots to your hirers? And is there anything in
Absolutely.
particular about your area that you think is quite unique?
Yeah. We are so fortunate. So there's pros and cons to where I live.
Mm-hmm.
One, the con is that we're 3.5 or 4.5 hours away from a major city, which is Melbourne, depending on which side of the city you're coming from. So for weekends, we really miss out on that big urban, you know, market. That's where we are. We're on the Edward River, which is an Anna branch of the Murray. The Murray's only 30 minutes away. We have so many beautiful, amazing free camp areas. But in Denny, and a lot of people don't know this, we've actually got an Australian award-winning Big Four caravan park. It is
Right.
so amazing. It
Yeah.
has everything. It is a full-on resort. 2
Yeah.
pools, water
Wow.
park, mini golf. It's right on the river. It even has boats, like big pontoon boats that you can take out. Yeah, it is
You're really
spectacular.
selling it. I wish I'd come
It
over to
is
the interview now.
is amazing, and families love it. And we work really, really closely with all of the caravan parks, not just Big Four, but all of the caravan parks to provide a unique experience for our mutual guests.
Great.
Um, and same in Moama, there's a caravan park there called Moama Waters, and it's got 3 lakes in it, right on the Murray. Yeah,
Mm.
we're
Fishing?
it's well, I don't fish, but literally 500 meters away from where I live is a beautiful, absolute riverside free camp right in the heart of Denny. And for business, whenever I buy a new caravan, I take it around and free camp with my
Yeah.
dog. Hubby goes to work sheriffing, and we hang out on the river kayaking and just getting to familiarize ourselves with the new caravan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds like
business.
market research. Yep. Learning the products. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
important.
I say to all my corporate friends, I really, really, really miss corporate.
Yeah, I can imagine those Friday afternoon drinks when you could be sitting by a river.
That's exactly right. And this is work. I set up my Starlink and my little iPad, and as I'm kayaking or making bread in the Thermomix while I'm off grid or something like that,
Yeah.
I'm getting ding ding, bookings coming in. I'm like, well, there's $2,500. There's another 3,000.
Right. You
So
sound like
it really,
you need to be like a lotto advert or something.
but I'm living the dream, Jake. I
Yeah.
love it.
That's
That's
so
that's why
awesome.
keep investing back in the business and growing it.
Yeah.
Because it's changed my life. It really has.
That's so good to hear. I mean, I get to talk to a lot of our owners, obviously working with our community, and everyone has these like really cool stories. But I think at the end of the day, everyone just enjoys like camping and and caravanning. Like
Yes.
everyone's got something in common, and it's nice
Yes.
because the thing in common is just getting outside and actually enjoying it.
Yeah,
And then now it's become you've turned like what your passion is into your business.
exactly. I don't work.
Yeah.
I don't work. All I do is talk to people about caravanning, which just happens to be my favorite subject.
Yeah. How good.
So it's great.
Um, so what has surprised you most about being an owner on Camplify and hiring out your vehicle?
Probably the friendships.
Yeah.
Did not expect it. I thought that the business would be very transactional and you just
Hmm.
have a guest and, like you go and stay at a motel and the next morning you check out. That's not the case at all.
Right.
We have regular guests that have been with us from the start. So these particular guests come into mind. They had a brand new bub the first time they came to visit, and 40 of their family come up and book out a caravan park. And
Oh,
we
that's
just,
fun.
I know. And then over the years, we've built the relationship so much that if they ever have any hassles, because a lot of their family members have their own caravans, they call me. Hey, Don, I can't get the awning. Hey, Don, I can't get the hot water service. Oh, Don, someone's fridge is blown up. Can you help us? And we go down there every time they turn up now. We just get hugs. They hand us beers. We see the kids have grown
Yeah, as
up.
I say, yeah, 5 years
The
or something.
kids, yeah, yeah. We've been through so many trials and tribulations with them. They don't even book now. I just keep a caravan blocked for Christmas when I know they're going to come. And whenever they're ready to book, they just ring and I go, yep, you're sorted.
That's
So,
so nice to hear that like you've kind of made friends with your hires as well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have guests. A lot of our guests are farmers and tradies. They are amazing because the van will come back. I don't know if you know much about farmers. One tiny little rattle in anything, they have to find it and fix it.
Really.
So my vans come back quite often in better nick than they went out. They go, oh, there was a little thing there that was a bit loose. So I got the widget out and I did this and I've changed and I've upgraded it and I've put some silly, it won't happen again. And the wives literally sit there going, he had to do something.
Yeah, it's because like they're sitting there by the river and they're having a beer and they're like, I could fix that right now.
Well, they're used to sitting, in during harvest, they're used to sitting in a tractor for 18 hours a day,
Yeah.
with their headphones on. When they're on holidays, their wife is not going to let them just do that. So
Yeah.
they have to find something. So we have so many amazing repeat guests that it really, literally, every time we see them, hug. We become part of their life. There's been funerals, there's been deaths, there's been births, there's been everything, and I didn't expect that we would be party to that,
Yeah.
but we are. Yeah, it's such a special bond.
I feel like that's so unique to like a peer-to-peer kind of business as opposed to like just like a businessy business. You know what I mean? Where it's
Agreed.
like you're
Yeah,
it's like, there's obviously other platforms that hire out, say, houses and accommodation and
exactly.
and I'm sure people form relationships there, but something quite unique about sort of caravans and motorhomes and stuff is that because you're really having to trust them, there's a lot of communication with the handovers. You're both interested in the same thing, and then you obviously
Yeah.
get to see them year after year, which is great.
Yeah. And also too, when guests come back from a great experience, they're grateful because you've helped facilitate that.
Mm,
And a lot of our guests, we get a lot of people who hire before they buy, but a lot of our guests have chosen not to buy a caravan because at $100,000, they said, we're only going to use it four times or 4 weeks a year. It's cheaper to hire it off you because we don't have to worry about insurance and rego and maintenance. We know that yours are fine.
yeah,
So they go, you're saving us money. I'm like, okay.
yeah. And usually the partner's happy because they haven't spent 100 grand and stuck it on a driveway and looked at it all year collecting dust,
Yeah.
and you still
Well,
get to get away.
especially farmers. If you know anything about farmers, they're not going to spend 100 grand on a piece of equipment that just sits there.
Yeah,
They're not. So, and
yeah,
here, a farmer can go away for 2 months in between sowing and harvest, and they might spend, I don't know, 5 grand on a caravan hire, but it
mm,
would have cost them 5 grand to fly the family to Port Douglas for a week.
yeah.
So
Unless,
for them, it's a no-brainer. The return on investment is just a no-brainer.
yeah, that's so, especially because your location is quite unique. So people obviously come in from rural areas and it's closer to town, but it's not going to the cities, which they probably don't really want to do anyway.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Country people, they want to avoid Melbourne, Sydney.
Yeah.
East Coast is good, but there's a dirty great big hills between here and the East Coast. Yeah, but no, they're happy to sit in a motorhome or drive a caravan up to Port Douglas for 3 days. Just they'll take 3 days to head up there.
Hmm.
They're used to it.
Yeah, it's good for them taking holidays. Yeah, doing that. It's great.
And they've all got heavy rigid truck licenses. So
True. Yeah.
they're used to heavy plant machinery. I don't have to worry about my vans.
Yeah, it's gonna be towing would be pretty easy for them probably.
Yeah, it
The
is.
maneuvering would be quite easy, I suspect.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Pretty much lastly, what do you love most about the sort of RV lifestyle and the world you've entered?
Everything. I love adventuring. I love exploring. I love meeting new people. And I think about, and the reason I couldn't sell my van was we'd had so many experiences, from swimming with whale sharks in WA to working, and Maggie in the Barossa with Maggie Beer. And between you and I did get to go to her house and have dinner and wine, and she's beautiful.
That's such
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
flex.
yeah. We became. She's an amazing lady, and yeah, we
Wow.
became quite close. But from that to driving around Tassie, I've seen so many parts of Australia. I think we've done 200,000 kilometres, and there's still so much more to see.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love it, and I love sharing, I guess, my passion and my experience with other people. So Camplify for me is like it's heaven.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
just it came along at the right time in my life. It gave me an income, but
Mm-hmm.
it gave me not even a career. It gave me more than that because, I wake up every day and I don't work a day in my life. I
Yeah.
just,
So
I just say to people, I just play with my caravans. That's my
it's
happy place.
sounds pretty good.
So,
I actually quite enjoy myself. Like when it comes back, I don't mind cleaning it. Just kind of go out there for an hour or two and in the sunset, and you get to outside, and I'm like, I don't know, I find it quite enjoyable to be honest. Yeah.
bit of music on. And the great thing is, if you want to drink on the job in this, that's fine, as long as you're not driving. But I've been known to take my vodka out there, crank the music, and
Yeah.
clean the van. I have a little disco. It's great.
Yeah. Don't let your HR department know about that one.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. My HR department is asleep on the floor. She's a staffy. She's my little camp girl.
Easily bribed with a couple of biscuits, probably.
100.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so well, to finish off, if a friend asked you should they list or why they should list their vehicle with Camplify, what would you tell them?
Two things. My first thought, and I've had this exact scenario, is why don't you let me manage it and list it for you? And then we both get something out of it. So I've got one van in my fleet that is actually owned by a friend of mine. What in town people know, because I go past caravans and I say to everyone, why is it sitting there? Like, why aren't you hiring it out? A
Yeah.
lot of in Deniliquin now, I think I've kind of got the market, and a lot of them go, well, I don't have the time, or that's your job, or I'd let you do it.
Mm.
But there are a few people around that I have worked with to help them set up their listings.
Awesome.
They've just got one van and they just want to, hire it out on the weekends. And I'm like, there is plenty of room for all of us in this market.
Yeah.
And I work quite closely with Mick from Barham. He's got 4 vans. Referrals, we're only an hour away. We refer each other all the time. Quite often, he's got family vans. If people want a family van and I don't have quite what they want, I'll just go, look, ring Mick. We can make do with one of my vans, but you're better off ringing Mick and getting exactly what you need.
Yeah. Oh, that's
He
cool that
does
you
the
guys have
same.
a relationship. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So we all just work together.
That's so great. Well, thank you. Hey, thank you so much for jumping on and just taking the time to chat to me. And also, we're going to share this with our community. And I think they'll be really interested to hear from you. I know that you're really active in our Facebook group, and I really appreciate that because you are very helpful with our community, and you do answer questions where you can, and you do ask really good questions that makes me think, and everyone at Camplify think, because it's probably what else everyone else is thinking too, so that helps us to sort of read between the lines and work out what you need from us. So I can let you know, you can't tell anyone, but I can let you know that you were the runner-up, one of the runners-up for the big award. So yeah, very, very close to the top. So congratulations as being the
Goodness.
2025 runner-up for the 2025 Camplify Owner Awards. Well done.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I've got goosebumps. Listen, no, she's
Yeah,
asleep. That
you
is
did.
so exciting. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you
That is
definitely deserve it.
incredible.
You've done so
Thank you,
well,
Jay.
and we love having you as part of our community and the staff. We love working with you, and everyone just thinks you're great. Fine then. Well, Donna, congratulations and thank you so much for everything you
Thank
do.
you, Jay.
We really appreciate it. You are fantastic, and yeah, I can't wait to let everyone know about the results.